time. Still funny. No, just do it like we normally do. Somebody asks a question, you respond, and then let her. Just do it like we normally do. Her. That's all. That's all. How many people are taking a deep breath that this photo is now up? How many people are relieved? No, let her start. Let her start. No, let her start. Let her start. Jewish bacon queen. Should I make a snack? I don't know. Blacks, then Dems, then Muzzies. See, there's different levels, right? Who's a bigger threat to the world? 100% it's Muslims. It's Muslims. Luca, you DM me saying, and I quote, I don't know if you guys know Luca. Okay, you DM me saying, no, Luca. Okay, Luca DM me, and the last message said, and I quote, I hate you. Luca. Okay, and I quote, but yet Luca's here. That's different. And I'll tell you what, a lot of this app reminds me of Somalia, right? Remember when Trump said all they do, and let me just say this. I'm not talking about Luca. Okay, Luca, I love you. Right? Remember when Trump, and let me just say this. I'm not talking about Luca. Okay, Luca, I love you. All right, just whatever. But a lot of this app is just like the Somalians here in whatever. It's just like the Somalians here in America, where Trump said all they do is whine and bitch. Whine and bitch. Right. There's so many people that they talk shit, and yet they're here every fucking morning. I was angry. I understand, Luca. It's okay, baby. It's okay. So, Luca, and I'm not talking about you, I swear. It's just people in general. And the one that has caught my attention is AII. All right, let's flash back to when AII and Daniela were fighting. I didn't weigh in. What's up, Mark? How are you, sir? I didn't weigh in. I didn't talk shit on anybody. I sat back, tried to play peacemaker, but yet AII is now talking shit on me. Weigh in. I didn't talk shit back, tried to play peacemaker. Comical. Comical. And that's just another example. Comical. And that of people on this app cannot handle this fucking app. People on this app cannot have. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate it. Why is it when AII and Daniela were going at it. I, s- I played it cool. No big deal. I didn't take a side. I didn't attack either side. At the time, I was closer with Daniela. Like, what are we doing? You guys are entertaining. I'll tell you that much. Never change TikTok. Never change. And this is why TikTok should not be free. It is entertaining to watch people never change TikTok. Never. And this is why TikTok should not be free. People navigate the streets of TikTok. Because I think they handle this app just like they handle things in real life, right? If you're consistent, you're going to handle shit in real life the same way. And if that you're that easily, your mind is changed that easily and that quickly, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? But you guys are entertaining. And then I'm also torn. Do I stay on certain torn? Do I stay people's fucking necks? And the positive of that is it is entertaining. I do get entertainment out of it. The negative of it is because there will be I do get entertainment out of it. Negative of it is because there will be a response whenever they start up a live or go join another live, they're going to get more traction. Whenever they start up a they're going to get more traction to watch the response. And it's this tit for tat that people go back and forth. And traditionally, action to watch the response. People go back and forth. The way that I've operated on this app is just let them die. And when I say let them die, I don't mean physically. What I mean is I just ignore them and they slowly are embarrassed that they're sitting there with the same 40 or 60 people. There was one person that they slowly are in 40 or 60 people. There was one person that they tried even a different language. They went to Spanish speaking broadcast. That failed as well. And they're no longer here. Yoni is here. Who the hell is Yoni? I don't get that. Who is Yoni? This, who is Yoni? This app has been so boring lately. Oh, but Mamacita, you're still on it. Lately. Oh, but Mamacita. Steam that Yoni? I have no clue what the fuck you're saying, Z man. Z man. Yeah, but why? Okay, so if it's boring, so why do you even open it up? Why not just? Do you know how many people that are on this app all day, every day? Their New Year's resolution, 100%, will be to not be on this app. And by January 1st at about 11 a.m., they will be back on this app. And all these people that say, "Oh, I'm gonna delete the app. I'm gonna delete it." Okay, see you tomorrow. Literally, but keep embarrassing yourself. How many people have said that? How many people said, I'm deleting the app? And then the most entertaining is the people that actually deactivate their main accounts, but yet people said, I'm deleting the app. And then the most entertaining their main accounts, but yet they're on lurk accounts all day. What is the point of that? You're really teaching everyone. They're on lurk. What is the point of that? They're right back. Yes. They're right back. Yes. And just skimming through the nonsense on Telegram, I will say this. I will say this. The doxing of people, I'm not a big fan of that. I don't think anybody should do that. What is more eye-opening for people, big fan of that. I don't think anybody should is using their own words on this app against them. Thank you, Brett. That is what is most impactful. Because just think about it this way. If you go and dox somebody, you're going to get people to feel sorry for whoever you're trying to go after. So if you're going to go after somebody, trying to go after, if you're going to go after somebody, my advice, once again, nobody listens to me anyways, but my advice is to use their own words and actions on this app. That is most impactful. Anyways, but my advice and actions on this app is impactful. And that's why it was impactful with Daniela. She got caught red-handed lying, tripling down. That's why it was impactful. She got caught red-handed on the lie, thinking I didn't have the fucking replay when I did. All right, and then even after the replay is posted on YouTube, replay when I did, and then even after the replay is posted on YouTube, still lies. How does that make sense? So not only do you embarrass the fuck out of her, I don't know what's more embarrassing. The quadrupling down on a lie that is very obvious. It's a lie. Okay? I don't know what's more embarrassing. Obvious. It's a lie. Okay? Or the people that try to defend it or say it wasn't a lie. Or say that, or the people that try to lie, or say that nobody is wrong, nobody is right. Like, what are we doing? Good morning, goddess. How are you, love? Many such cases. But there was plenty of people ready to defend it. The newest member, but there's plenty of people ready to defend it. Of Team No Shame, I'll introduce you to them, and it is Pick Misha, apparently. Pick Misha is now a member of Team No Shame. And that's his Pick Misha, apparently, a member of Team No Shame. The bad thing is, I think this just flat out lying and quadrupling down on shit. I think this just flat that opens the door for people like Pick Misha to think it's okay. She has been, well, nobody's an official member until I introduce them into that club. Right? You could say Aaron Rodgers is an NFL Hall of Famer, but until he is in Canton, Ohio, standing next to that statue, he's really not in the Hall of Fame. Does that make sense? I'm intrigued on why people are in the queue when I'm not even talking about this, but let's go for it.
Hi, my brother. How are
Oh,
you?
brother! How are you, brother?
Brother. We love you, brother.
Oh, of course, of course. Everybody does. Everybody does.
Everybody.
Everybody,
We love
yeah,
you
of
too.
course.
My brother, please, from Syria, need help for 8 night family, please, 5 minutes.
Yes, 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 yes. Czar, just swipe up, my brother. Swipe up. Go to another live. Just Yes, yes, yes. Swipe up. Go to another live. Just come on. Oh, Pygmisha. Pygmisha, congrats on being inducted into the hashtag Team No Shame Hall of Fame. Congrats. Inducted into the hashtag Team No Shame. Congrats. There's nothing you could do to keep me awake, Dave. Okay. That's different. You keep me awake, Dave. Okay. JC, you're here, JC. Can I just tell you this? Is it true that somebody put a photo up of you and then you went and put up a photo of somebody where it was like a normal, decent picture? Is that true? Like, like a normal, decent. We went from shooting a shot at somebody, like making fun of them, to putting up like a model picture. Shooting a shot at some to putting up. That's not very smart. That doesn't make much sense to me. But once again, yeah, Chain. I don't think I've ever talked to Chain. If he was here, I don't remember. Only team I'm on is Jesus Christ. Sure. Chain is dangerous? How so? Tell me how. I heard I was being bad or something. No, Czar, just swipe up. Lelouch fears I was being bad or something. No, Czar, just Lelouch fears Chain. See, I don't know all that drama over there. That's all uh team that's all team Jesus or now it's team No Shame. But I don't know I don't know much about them. Like it's team No Shame. But I don't know. Well, at least you know Dave I love when no photo and the username is period gives me advice. The fuck? We have somebody with no photo username. We have somebody with no photo username period giving me advice on who to talk to and who not to talk to. Chain period giving me advice talk to and who not to talk to. Chain will hurt all of us. Once again, guys, if you have been around long enough, if you tell me not to do something, something is wrong with my brain where it's like it what's up, Jen? How are you, love? I must do it. So if you tell me don't sit with Chain, somebody fucking share him the broadcast. Let's figure this shit out together. If Chain was in my queue, I'd bring him up and I talk to him. Why is it that period, yes, username period with no photo is saying don't talk to you? That would be the first question I would ask Chain. I don't give two flying fucks about Anita. He has thousands of accounts. All right, well, share him to a couple accounts. Let's get him in here. Let's. All right, well, share him to a couple accounts. Let's get him in here. Let's figure it out. So somebody tell me one sentence why everybody is afraid of Chain. Somebody tell me one sentence why he scrapes connection metadata from panels to dox people. Okay, so if he comes up and sits next to me, what information is he going to get? You guys are funny, man. Okay, so, all right. That's interesting. That's different. So, Chain is so good, he could come join my box and knows my address instantly. So, Chain is so good, he and knows my address. They call him a doxer. Yeah, I've seen that where they bitch about somebody doxing, but then the next sentence is, well, those photos aren't even me. Dumb fuck. Seen that where they bitch about somebody. He's bad news. Well, guess what, Khurshid? I love bad news. Bad news. I love bad news. On this app, I'm a fan. Love bad news. Okay. Okay. So, all right. So, Chain comes up. He could get my IP address. And what's he going to do with my IP address? You guys are some gullible fucks. And that is you guys being afraid of somebody that says, if I sit next to you, I could get your. And that is you of somebody that says, if I sit IP address. Okay, let's say he can. What can you do with an IP address? You can see can. What can you do? You can see approximately what city they're in. Ask Jackie. Thank you, Michelle. Jackie will back us up. Not Sabra saying I am a pussy. If an account is in Australia, what about it, Firefly? She talks about my husband because of her poor choice in men. She jealous. Who is she? What the fuck are you talking about? He gets your Intel IMEI. I don't even know what that is. What the fuck? Well, once again, if you tell me not to platform somebody, it's a must. I must have an experience with them myself. Now, if they're boring, okay, I don't want to talk to them. I've always said, if you are canceled by anybody or try to be canceled by anybody, and you are entertaining, you should absolutely, and you are entertaining, absolutely run to my live. Absolutely. I love a good docs party. Love a good docs party. He's not boring, but very dangerous. Uh, okay. Dangerous. Uh, okay. I found you. I'm glad you did. All right, listen. Pick Misha and Michelle. Just stop. Okay, you guys aren't going to come in here and fight in the chat. You want to fight? Come up here, fight it out. I don't give a fuck. But let's not start this bullshit in the chat, please. Just make peace. Who? Is Chain here in the United States? I'm intrigued. It's ban all alcohol sales. Alcohol sales. There is a replay out there. There is a replay out there of somebody that they're in a broadcast talking about going out. Play out there of somebody they're in a broadcast talk, and then 80 minutes later pretending to be drunk in a broadcast, or maybe they really got that drunk in 80 minutes later pretending to be drunk in a broadcast, or maybe they entertaining, no shame, entertaining, enter. Dave, you're either blind or you're drunk. Yeah, imagine that. They just, once again, you could say they have no shame. It's also no awareness. Well, that doesn't really make sense. How am I at, how did I get from point A to point B that quick? Doesn't really check out. Um, but you do you.
There we go.
What? PK.
What's up? What's up?
Where are you from?
I'm from Indiana.
And why are you PK?
What's up? What's up?
Where are you from?
Indiana.
And why are you here?
I just got a lot of questions for you.
Okay, let's just keep it simple. Are you a Muslim, Democrat, or Black American?
Indiana.
And why are you here? Okay, let's just keep it simple. Are you a Muslim, Democrat, or Black American?
Yeah, I'm black.
Okay, so are you here to tell me what's going well for Black Americans?
I guess I can.
Go ahead, do it.
We got LeBron James, right? LeBron James. We got Michael Jordan, Steph Curry. We got. Oh, you're getting mad.
Wait, what?
Huh? Oh, you didn't. Okay. I'm just naming like successful black people.
Okay.
We got Lucky. That's my.
Wait, what?
Huh? Oh, you successful black people.
Okay.
We got Lucky. That's my profile picture right there. We got Lucky, Barack Obama.
Can I ask who the fuck is Lucky?
He's a good. He's a rapper. That's good. Good rapper, in my
Okay.
opinion. We got the Migos. Got Kendrick Lamar. You know Kendrick?
I do.
Okay, yeah. We got Kendrick. I don't really know like Olympic black sports players, but yeah, black people are doing pretty good. Better than we was like when we was tied up and like forced to do things we didn't want to.
Okay, so whenever I don't know if you saw that viral video outside of the Diddy trial. Whenever Diddy got found not guilty on a few charges,
Okay.
there was a black woman outside the courthouse,
Okay.
and she was twerking, literally getting sprayed with baby oil, chanting, "It's not a Rico, it's a Frico." She was wearing a blue weave or wig, whatever you guys call it these days, and
Same thing.
oh, okay, very good. And it fell off. And to me, I think Black America as a whole, and
Same thing.
oh, okay, very good. To me, I think Black America as a whole, there's a lot more Black Americans closer to that chick than
Okay.
to the successful Black people that you mentioned. Closer to that chick, successful Black people that you mentioned before.
Can you say the same thing for white people?
Give me an analogy, like compare it to something.
Like,
Successful Black people that you mentioned before. Give me an analogy, like compare it to something.
the president of the country is white and he's a pedo and he has 34 felons and he's a liar and he was best friends with Jeffrey Epstein. So does that mean that all
So
white
you're
people?
saying
Wait, I'm not done yet.
all.
I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet.
Oh, okay.
Does that mean that all white people is gonna end up like him in the future? Because he's the top of our government when it comes to America.
But I'm not talking about the future. I'm talking about right now. What
Oh
Black
yeah.
America
I mean, you can say the same
represents.
thing right now because look who
Well,
voted for him.
wait, hold on one second. Hold on. For you
Yeah.
to say that,
Sorry.
just break down Donald Trump, right? Donald Trump is a billionaire. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
people aren't billionaires.
Yep.
Donald Trump has 34 felonies.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm just agreeing.
Okay, not a lot of people have those. For you
Yeah.
to say he's a pedo, that's factually not true.
In your opinion, I
Um,
guess.
okay. Tell me what if you had to go in front of a judge and present evidence that he is, what
Abstain.
evidence would you have?
Abstain.
True.
In your opinion, I guess.
Tell me what if you had to go in front of a judge, what
Abstain.
evidence would you have?
Abstain. Just all the Epstein stuff going
What
on.
about it? What about Epstein?
The fact that he's really trying to hide it from us after telling us that it needs to
What evidence would you have?
abstain. Just all the Epstein stuff going on.
What about it?
That he's really trying to hide it from us after telling us that it needs to be released and then saying that it's not real and it's a hoax. And then when he released it, he blocked out so much of it.
I got you. So, do you on?
Be released and then saying that it's not real and it's a hoax. And then when he released it,
I got you. So, do you honestly, if you had to bet like every penny you have,
to prove
do
that
you
I'm
really
innocent,
think
yes.
do you really think Donald Trump is in there? I got you. So, do you on like every penny you have? Do you really think Donald Trump is in there?
Yeah, I put my life on that.
Okay. Well, you don't value your life very much. So, why is it? Do you really think Donald Trump is in there?
Yeah, I put my life on that.
Your life very much. So, why is it that the prior administration tried to lock Donald Trump up and get him off the ballot, et cetera, et cetera?
Because he's a terrible man and should be president.
Once again, I'm not worried about that right now. We could get to that in a second. But they tried every way to get him not to run or not to be president. You mean to tell me they knew that Trump was in the Epstein files and did not release them? Do you really believe that?
Who, the government?
But no, the prior administration, right? Who was the
They
prior
asked him to. What are you talking about?
Go ahead.
They asked him to.
Who's they?
You said the prior administration?
Uh huh.
They asked him to. That's why they gave him 30
Who is
days.
they? Who is they?
The people that gave him 30 days.
What?
They gave him 30 days to release it. He released it on the final day and blocked out a lot of it.
Once again, I feel that you are way in over your head on this conversation. How long has the U.S. government had documents from Epstein?
I don't know.
Oh, so what are you doing?
I'm telling you why he is a PDF. Isn't that like the whole thing that we was doing?
Wait, what? Say that again.
You said explain. You said if I was in front of a judge, how would I?
No. You're going back two questions, which I am intrigued on that answer.
We just went to two different questions.
Just pay. Oh, you're right.
I was in front of a judge. How would I?
No. I am intrigued on that answer.
We just went to two different questions.
Just pay. Oh, you're right. I did go to a different question because you didn't answer that one. But
I did.
Once again, all the documents that are being released now was you didn't answer that one, but
I did.
once again, all the documents that are was in the government's possession when Joe Biden was the president. So why didn't Joe Biden and do you know who Merrick Garland was in the government's possession the president? So why didn't Joe Biden and do you know who Merrick Garland is?
Yeah.
Okay, who is he?
I don't know.
Okay, so once again, wait.
I just
Regardless,
heard, I just heard of the name.
why? Okay, fair.
Yeah.
Okay, who is he?
I don't know.
Okay, so once again,
For the
why? Okay, fair. Why is it they did not release the documents if Donald Trump is in there? That's my question.
I don't know. For the
Why? Okay, fair. Why is it they did not release in there? That's my question.
I don't know.
Okay, so why do you come up here running your mouth when you're fucking clueless?
Okay. You asked me why didn't they release it? Why, when Trump voted towards it, that was like the whole thing of his whole campaign presidency. Why is he blocking it out now? Why is he?
Okay.
Why?
Oh.
No. I'm not done. I'm not done because I'm gonna break it down for
Well,
you.
let me answer that question. Show what happened. Where'd you go?
I'm already blocking it out now. Why is he?
Okay.
Why?
Oh.
No. I'm not done.
Answer that question. Show what happened. Where'd you go?
I'm right here. I was just checking my phone percentage.
Okay. Just show me one rally Donald Trump ran or was at.
Here, I was just checking my phone percentage.
Okay. Just show me one or was at where he talked a lot about the Epstein files going into the 2024 election. Now, if you want to criticize Pam Bondi, Dan Bongino, who built a platform on Pizzagate and Epstein files, etc., I think that's a very fair criticism. But you morons that come up here and act as if that's all Donald Trump ever talked about, etc., I think that's a morons that come up here and act as if that's all Donald Trump ever talked about. I think that's just a flat out lie.
Okay, well, that's your opinion. Let's move. Let's go
No,
back
no,
to black.
no. No problem.
Let's go back to Black Americans.
Flat out lie.
Okay, well, that's your opinion. Let's move. Let's go
No,
back
no,
to Black Americans.
Okay. Go ahead.
All right, but yeah, like I said earlier, the stuff about Trump. You said that you seen the.
You see? Do you see that on your
No.
screen?
I got flagged.
Yes.
What I said?
Sorry, I dropped it. Just come back up. You see? Do you see that on your
No.
screen?
I got flagged.
Oh, sorry, I dropped it. Just come back up. Listen, quit. Don't report people. He said no. Don't report people. Oh. F Dave, tell him Bombi.
What's up, pussy?
What's up, little Abby?
Bro.
What up, bro?
So I have a question for you, man.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so what do you got to say about that Muslim guy that tackled one of the shooters?
Okay. I think I am on record of saying not all Muslims are terrorists. So let's break down that day in Australia, right?
Okay,
We
so
well,
how
hold
many
on,
percent-
hold on 1 second. Let's break it down. 66% of the Muslims that we know of at that beach were terrorists. 33% were not.
What the fuck are you saying 66 for?
Okay. How many Muslims do we know that were at Bondi Beach that day?
Nobody knows.
Okay. Well, the only three that we know of are the two shooters and the guy that took the gun away. So how did I get 66%?
Okay, but my question is...
Answer my question. How did I get 66%?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Is where did you get
yeah.
the 66% from?
All right. Very good. So if you can't... Listen, little Abby, if you can't figure out where I got the 66% from, it's a dead-end conversation. I can't really debate you.
Okay, here in America, who do you think commits the most crimes?
Overall, white people would. Yes, Jen. Very good.
Why are you asking? Well, like, if we condemn it, our our religion condemns that.
Okay, you're kind of going all over the place. Okay,
No,
but to focus on the people condemning it, let's face it. Reality is there are Muslims that celebrated what happened in Sydney that day.
can you
That
show
is
me?
reality.
Okay, obviously that's the world we live in. There's fucked up people everywhere you go. In America, there's fucked up white people. There's wherever you go, Christianity has fucked up people. That's every religion.
Okay, very
But
good.
like I feel like you just target like Muslims, and we're not the only. And the people who commit terror, majority of them are not even Muslim.
Okay, first of all,
Like
every
what's
hold on, let me respond. Every group of people, political groups, religious groups, it does not matter. There are radical or extreme people within each group. There's only one group of people where they're radicals, they're extremists, are putting on suicide vests, doing car rammings, flying planes into buildings, etc.
no, that's not true.
Oh, okay. When was the last time a Jew, a Christian, an atheist, a Buddhist, any other religion put on a suicide vest,
The fuck do you not?
did a car ramming, or I don't know, flew a plane
Okay?
into a building on a random Tuesday in September?
Are you not familiar with what the fuck is going on in Gaza? What the people in what the Israeli soldiers are doing to the people in Gaza?
Abdul, if you want to bash militaries,
And
Thursday nights is
and
military
and
nights. You
it
come back here. What I'm talking about, I'm not talking about a military. Okay,
and
and
it
to
doesn't
be
even
wait,
it
hold
does
on,
not
don't
matter
talk when I
whether
talk. Don't talk when I talk. Okay, what I'm talking about, I'm not talking about a military. Okay, don't
matter
talk when I
whether
talk. Don't talk when I talk. Okay, to bitch and moan about Gaza after October 7th, they're getting everything they deserve.
oh yeah, after
Okay,
October
all
7th.
right. So regardless, I'm talking about everyday civilians that they get bored and put on a suicide vest or take their rental car, drive it down Bourbon Street and murder innocent people. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, but we're talking about here in America. Here in
Okay.
America,
Well, Bourbon Street is in America.
so here in America,
Uh huh.
it's rare that you see people like that come from my religion that are strapped up. But
Yes.
like you cannot
You're right.
name me one instance that
You're
had
right. You're
besides
right.
obviously the Washington, which he wasn't even strapped up.
So, okay. Once again, you're factually you're correct, right? But that's why it is vital that we keep the Muslim population as low as possible. It is so important that we do that as a country because everywhere Muslims go or invade, it does not go well.
Okay, can I make this point real quick?
Sure.
Okay. So Islam, as you know, we are like one of the most fastest growing religions. And our religion, it started growing the like at its highest right after 9/11. The reason being is because at the time of 9/11, when the terrorists and stuff were happening, the only thing people knew was this was Islam, Muslims did this, Muslims did that. So people decided to read the religion to see if what they're doing is their book telling them to do this. When they read the book, they got completely shocked. And that's when a majority of them converted. Like here in America itself, there's probably about like 1.6 million or like more than that Muslims that live here. My point that I'm trying to make to you is we're like you're trying to blame us for why the country is what it is, but we're not the problem.
Okay. I have no clue what you just rambled on about. I'm listening to something else right now. But just can you just summarize what you just said? I apologize.
Basically, my point is we're not the problem here in America.
Not
Like
yet. Not
there's
yet.
probably
Not
one
yet.
point something 6 million Muslims
Oh yes,
here.
yes. I did hear. I did hear some of that. Let's be honest, okay? How many are practicing Muslims?
You can say the same for Christianity.
100%. So to say that there's 1.6 billion, I think that's. When was the last time you prayed 5 times in a day?
I pray 5 times a day, every day.
Oh, fuck yeah. Okay, there's a lot of people that don't, right? Like Bombi, who was in the chat earlier. I don't know if she's still
No,
here.
that's
Hold
again.
on. Don't talk when I talk. Bombi hasn't prayed 5 times in a day since 2009. She hasn't worn her hijab since 2011. All right, that's not a true Muslim. Now, will she defend the religion? In a weird way, she does. She's not very good at it, but she'll try. Okay, so to say that there's that many Muslims throughout the world, that's a lie. All right. And to me, I find it comical that there are people that come up here and say their religion is the best when they don't even practice it themselves. And to me, I come up here and say their religion is they don't even practice it themselves.
Bombi is
It's that
Christian, by the
simple.
way.
Bobby is Christian? No,
That's what your
she's a
comments say.
fucking no, she's a terrorist that for some reason pro-Israelis on this app have embraced this bitch, and I have no clue why.
Okay, so basically, if I'm trying to figure out what you're trying to say, you're basically trying to say the more Muslims that are practicing, the worser it is for the country.
Not worser.
Like, can you summarize what you just said?
Point one, there's not 1.6 billion people.
I didn't say bill, I said million. I said here in America too. I didn't say
Oh,
in the
here,
around the
okay,
world.
no problem. There's not that many people that are actually practicing this religion day in and day out. That's reality. And your response was
I
you
mean,
could say the same thing about the Christians, which I think is fair.
I
But the
mean,
biggest, go ahead.
if we're gonna be fair, I don't think there's there's no statistics that will show you how many Muslims are practicing and how many are not. That's not something we just know from the top of our heads.
I'm sorry, Abdul. Whenever I ask a Muslim, when was the last time you prayed 5 times a day? Most times they have no clue how to answer. Now you have heard me ask that question. You're a little bit more prepared. But whenever I say to the ladies, when was the last time you had a hijab on? Okay, we had that dumb fuck Anita. Anita comes up here defending Muslims while she's at the casino, which is haram.
Okay, I can agree with
Okay,
that. There are
what are we
probably a
doing?
lot of Muslims who don't practice their religion, who don't pray, who don't do like what the religion is required of them to do. But majority of them do, I can argue, because when you go to the mosque are filled every Friday, who don't do like what the religion is required of them to do. Argue, because when you go to the mosque are filled every Friday. There's probably like tens of hundreds of people in there. And that's just
And
not
just real quick, hold on 1 second. Pick Misha, I want to tell you that's why you are a member of Team No Shame. Is the comments I have seen from you in the last few minutes is W Bombi and W Anita. So don't I have seen from you in the last few and W Anita. So don't come on this app acting as if you are not pro terrorist. Okay? Go ahead, Abdul.
basically to summarize everything. Me and every Muslim who practices the book condemns terrorism because our religion does not teach nor preach terrorism. It's actually against our religion.
Oh, stop it. Stop it. We've seen so many hadiths and verses from the Quran where it's not very peaceful, and you know that. You know that. You're not an idiot.
The same for Christian. I mean, I'm not saying my book does not have violence in it. There is violence because we live in a world where there's violence. Those verses are specifically talking about a war. They're not talking about random people because if they were, you probably wouldn't be alive. If we're going to be real,
Celine, you're still on this app, Celine.
if my
I'm stunned
religion,
that
if
you're still
my
on this app.
religion told me to kill unalive non-Muslims, I don't think Christians would exist in this world.
Honestly, Abdul, bottom line to me is if God forbid the population percentage for Muslims in this country ever crosses like 20%, at that point, our country is fucked.
Like you're trying to feel like you're looking at the two people who unalive though, which is sad. No, they didn't deserve that. We are against violence, terrorism, any way, shape, or form.
Once
against
again, that's
Jews,
great.
against Christians. They didn't deserve that. We are against violence, terrorism,
Once
against
again, that's
Jews,
great.
against Christians,
That's
against
tremendous.
anybody.
That's tremendous that you say that, and I appreciate you saying that. We just know that anytime the Muslim population goes
Against
again, that's
Jews,
great.
against Christians,
That's
against
tremendous.
anybody.
That's tremendous that you. We just know population goes from next to nothing to 10 or 15%. Things do not go well, right? We know that.
Okay, okay, let's talk about that. Let's talk about these Muslim countries who you claim are strapping
I'm not talking
themselves up.
about no. I'm not talking about Muslim countries. What I'm talking about is Western countries that the Muslim population goes from 0.4% to 9%. Give me a country that's not a Muslim country. Give me a country in the West where Muslims invaded a city, a borough, a town, a state, and things got better.
First I can say New York. New York City probably has a lot of Muslims, and Muslims here in America, we actually help them, the American economy,
Okay,
because Muslims have gas stations, they
okay,
have businesses, and they're paying taxes.
okay,
Something that majority of Americans don't do.
okay. You're so fucking dumb. But tell me the percentage. What I'm looking for is, well, Dave, let me tell you, this city had a population of 2%. The Muslim population went to 14%, and the city or borough or town or state or country is thriving because of A, B, and C.
I can say
That's what I'm
Dearborn.
looking for.
I can say Dearborn, Michigan.
Okay, and how is Dearborn thriving?
Dude, man, you just gotta understand. We're not the problem, man.
I'm so sorry. How
we're
is
not the
Dearborn
problem, dude.
thriving?
Calm down, man. Like, why are you so hateful?
Wait, I'm hateful?
Like, let me ask you: are you Christian?
I'm not. I'm not religious at all. Okay, so don't worry about that. But once again, answer please directly. How is Dearborn thriving? As news has come out in the last few weeks that people were arrested for a planned terrorist attack on Halloween.
No, that's false.
Well, I'm sorry.
No. Like, if Dearborn has probably the majority Muslim people in any state of the United States, but you
So
barely hear any
let's look
terrorism
at the
happening
two.
there.
Let's look at the two biggest hotspots for Muslims. Dearborn, right? There were multiple people arrested for a planned terrorist attack. That's number one. Number two is the Somalian fucks from that are Muslim. And what are you doing to your mic? Why are you rubbing your mic so much? What's going on?
And then the reason
And then what? Hold on one second. And
No,
in
let me
Minnesota,
speak, man.
they were stealing money and giving it to a terrorist group. Right. So go ahead.
And then my biggest problem with you is
Watch you not respond to what I just said. Watch you ignore it.
you see Muslims doing bad things and you instantly say Muslim. But when Christians do bad things, we don't say Christian.
Why is it when I ask you when was the last time a Christian?
You
When
see-
was
you
the
see
last
white
time a
person who
Christian
go
put
up
on a
and
suicide vest?
analyze- Okay, does it have to be somebody who puts on a suicide vest? Terrorism
Okay,
is
tell me the
terrorism,
last time
whether
a
you put a
oh, no
suicide
problem.
vest or not.
Tell me the
Terrorism is
last
terrorism.
Christian that went and shot somebody and said God is great as they did it.
Okay, so just because these people are saying something that we claim that they're not, just because they're using religious words, that means that it ties it to the religion. It ties it to like Muslims being bad people.
Just point blank, do you ever get embarrassed of these conversations?
Columbine, Columbine? The people.
Okay,
who went in
good.
Columbine
So that was
unalived all
26
them
years ago.
students. He doesn't look like he was Muslim.
Okay, so 26 years ago, somebody shot up a school. They were not Muslim. That is correct.
Let's talk about majority of white people who just like have these crazy, just mental health, just crazy ass thoughts about just killing people. Like how many white people, like for example, I don't know his name, but Dylan, the guy that went into church and killed how many black people.
Right. Okay. So that's one
And
terrorist
by
attack.
and by and by
Okay.
the way, when he was unaliving those black people, he I think he said something about Jesus Christ as something. He mentioned Jesus Christ's name.
Right.
But why
Okay.
did you
So
guys use
let's
that
not
to say
fact check.
Christianity is a
Okay, no
terrorist?
problem. Let's not fact check it. Let's call him a terrorist. Now you need another 97,943 to match your religion. Do you
Obviously,
see how dumb that
I'm not
is?
gonna sit here and name. You
Of
know it for
course, you
yourself. You
couldn't.
know white
You
people
couldn't.
commit most terror. First off, white people. If we're talking about pedophiles, majority of
You're
pedophiles, not even
deflecting
trying to be
yet
racist,
again.
are
You're
fucking
at
white.
right,
Majority of
right.
murderers are white people.
Wait, is it ironic that you're
Like
talking about
that, it does
pedophile?
not
Stop,
suit your
Abdul. Stop,
purpose.
Abdul. Is it ironic that you're calling white people pedophiles as Muslim countries are passing laws to allow 9-year-olds to marry grown men?
But again,
Like,
that's why this is
is
what
that
I'm trying to
ironic
tell
or
you.
what is that?
This does not defeat your purpose. Like when you mention
What?
something about
You're not
terrorism, majority of
responding to
terrorism
what I'm
are you
saying.
guys. Majority of rapists are you guys.
Why is it that every time I say something, you don't
You
respond to
know,
what I say?
I just wanted to come here because
Thank you, brother.
I'm about to go to sleep. I'm done with you now.
All right, let me tuck you in. Be good. And to be fair to Abdul, okay, I don't know why his dumbass comes back here. All right, but it is very hard to defend what the fuck goes on in that religion, right? How can you defending the indefensible? It happens on this app nonstop. Whether it's a religion, whether it's a person flat out fucking lying and tripling down on the same lie, even though it's very obvious it is just that, a lie. And at some point, Bombi's a young lady. There's a couple people that come in here. They're young people. At some point, you're gonna have to wake the fuck up and say, I cannot say I'm part of a religion that I don't even practice the religion. Bombi doesn't practice her religion. And two, unfortunately, most of the terrorist attacks come from your religion. And that's reality. You might not like it, but at some point, something's going to happen where you say, look, enough is enough. I'm done. Account, where are you from? Hello?
Hey.
Where are you from?
Hello. Pittsburgh.
Hello?
Hey.
Where are you from?
Hello. Pittsburgh.
All right. And what brings you up?
I just wanted to say hi, David.
All right. Very good. Ew.
Hi, Dave.
What's up, Bombi?
What does Team No Shame mean?
It is a group of people that they have zero shame. Zero
What
shame. They have no problem defending the indefensible. They have no problem calling people out for certain things that the people that they sit with do even worse. And either A, that they just pretend to be oblivious or pretend
Mhm.
to play dumb. And you're an example of Team No Shame.
How am I an example? What did I do?
Okay, no problem. Once again, a year ago, you were on this app saying horrendous things to good people. And then you sent a couple people a lion, and now they defend you.
That's not how it is. That
Okay,
certain
and
people are
then
worth
Eve. Oh,
more
just one more
than
point, and then I'll let you respond. Even a
mine.
few weeks ago, you went after somebody that is well respected, and you went back to your terrorist ways, and it is what it is.
Well, he might be well respected to you. I don't owe him any respect. The minute someone calls me a whore, any type of respect that I have for that person is done. So, yeah, respected to you is not respected to me. And also, on top of that, as well, like when you say no shame, what you're saying is like what 95% of people on this app do. So why are you just targeting one
No,
group of
no, no, no.
people?
And to be fair, you are somewhat accurate that this app is crazy, but there is a group of people that they go above and beyond to defend the indefensible, and it is entertaining to watch. It is how many times can you sit there and deny the truth whenever it comes to something that is black and white, your own words, and you still try and say it's a lie? It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
No, I get that, but I feel like the last couple of days, like, and obviously whatever, we'll just I'll say her name, the certain person you've been kind of focusing on, and her actions are like actions that multiple people have done. So it does come off like hypocritical when you call out one
Sure. Okay.
person, but
Okay.
you
So
don't call
tell me
out
one
others.
time. Okay. So tell me one other instance where somebody lied on somebody's name, then luckily they had the video, proved it to be a lie, and then they still continued to lie. Give me an example of that.
But you're saying someone said something on video, they made a claim about
They
someone
said
saying
that
something, and
I
the
was
video's
lying about it. And
yeah,
then luckily I had the replay, posted it
yeah,
on YouTube, black and white, no way around it. Pathological liars lie. And
yeah.
instead of saying, look, I misunderstood or I was wrong, we quadruple down on that same lie. So tell
I
me one
was
other person that has done that.
I can't,
Hello?
not on the top of my head, but I'm sure that there's multiple people that have done that. But I was under the impression that like that was already like that was already admitted that like that mistake was made and misquoted,
No,
and that
no,
was
not
it.
at all. What? No,
That's what I was under the
absolutely
impression.
not.
Oh, okay. Because I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure that I heard that, but maybe, but I don't know. Maybe my
I'm so
memory.
sorry. You're saying that your friend said, yes, I lied?
No, not I lie, but she might have misquoted you.
There, I was not involved in the quote at all. It was not about what I said.
Yeah, I know. I know it was what
Just
you.
watch how Bombi twists herself up into a pretzel.
I'm
It
not
is
twisting myself.
amazing. The
Oh,
way that you guys, and this is why you're part of Team No Shame. And that's fine, whatever, that's your crew. But for you, Alexa, block Duval
I
Jags.
love you,
No, I'm just
Duval.
kidding. Alexa off, Alexa off.
Love you, Duval.
I'm just telling you, it is entertaining to watch you guys play this game.
Yeah, but like we're all hypocrites on this app. Like, can't we just
It's not
move
about
on?
being a hypocrite. I'm not even talking about that. You're right.
Yeah.
Everybody is a hypocrite. But the way that people have to twist themselves up so they don't feel the wrath of people of Team No Shame, it's mind blowing to me.
The wrath of Team Gnome Shade? What about the wrath of other groups of people who put up pictures of unalived parents, Dave? Like, I don't get it. That
I
to
don't
me,
know who did that.
it, Dapper yesterday on Douglas's live, he put up a picture of Yakir's late father. That is what you call no shame. Like what I'm coming up and
Sure.
doing, that's not no shame. Like that's
Okay.
just like
Can I
me
respond to
defending
that?
my friend. Yeah.
Okay. I don't, if you pay attention, I don't condemn a lot of things,
Mm-hmm.
right? And the reason why I do it, the reason why I play it that way is because I don't want to call out people that I'm cool with. But I'm also not going to sit there and say what Dapper did is wrong. I'm not going to say that. Everybody judges for themselves. And what happens is person A will call out person B for something. And then they're expected to call out person C when they do the same thing. And they never do because they're cool with person C. They will defend it. And
Mm.
that's the problem. And that's why I play it the way that I do. If you remember the one time, you that fucking who's the crazy chick in Israel? MK.
Mm,
MK said horrendous things.
mm,
Okay, that's what everybody said, and there was a whole bunch of pro-Israeli people on that terrorist Sav's live. Okay, apologizing. And I
yeah,
went up there and told him to shut the fuck up. This asshole Sav will be platforming somebody like Chip Barnes in the next hour. Fuck them all. Okay, so that's why I play it that way is I really don't condemn anything. Whenever somebody brought up Julian's daughter at one point. And in my mind, I'm like, I'm not a big fan of it. However, Julian, for weeks and weeks and weeks, was sitting here saying the most hateful shit
yeah.
about hostages.
And
Okay,
I can agree with people being triggered by that and go, I don't agree with the doxing, especially his daughter, but I can see why that might have happened. But for someone like Yakir who just literally just in the comments
wait,
trolling,
I'm so
like
sorry, Mystique, wake up, Mystique. What am I condemning Daniela for? I don't give a fuck what she does. But you're not going to lie
yeah,
on my name. You're not going to
yeah,
lie on my name.
you're not condemning her, but like you
What are
are
you
in a
doing,
sense.
Mystique? You have been here. All right, go ahead, Bombi.
Yeah, I said you're not condemning her, but in a sense, you're putting a spotlight on her actions and behaviors and saying it's wrong. When if you're someone who tries to stay neutral and not necessarily get involved in the drama, like it seems like you're just kind of going back on your word.
How
Like,
is it going back on my word that if person do you not like, and once again, this is the mental gymnastics, the ability, the flexibility you have to twist yourself up into a pretzel. Do you not see the difference between these two examples? Person A, person B are fighting, I don't get involved,
mhm.
versus somebody calling me a liar.
Yes, and I understand
Okay,
that. Well,
so
so
what are we
when someone
doing?
calls, okay, so when someone calls you a liar, you get that person up onto the panel, you speak to them, or if you can speak to them outside of the app, which is something that you
Oh, okay.
advocate for, then you
Of
speak to them
course.
outside of the app and try to
Of
figure it
course.
out.
And then go ask your hero, your bodyguard, how many times I told her privately, stop fucking fighting with people you mostly agree with.
Yeah, but why does she have to listen to
Okay?
what you say, Dave? That
That's
makes no
no
sense.
nobody does. Nobody listens to me. That's fine. Don't listen to me. But if you're going to sit there and pick fights with people you mostly agree with and embrace people like Bombi and Pick Misha, get the fuck out of here.
So this is like, okay, cool. So let me ask you a question.
What do you mean this is
No, no,
like
no.
what?
Wait, love you, Duval. Let me
F
ask
you,
you a question.
Duval Jags.
Shut your mouth. 1 second. Yeah, like, look, on your panel, I said I apologize. Are you okay? Yeah, she did own up to misquoting you on your panel. I don't know if you forgot about it, Dave, but
Wait, wait, say that again?
one that claim that you made that she misquoted you, and then on the YouTube video, it came out that what you said was what you said, and she came up and she already spoke to you about that and said that she misquoted you. So
When did she say that?
she just said it in the comments. It was on your panel. She said that she'd
When
done that.
did she say that?
Mm.
Go to the YouTube, show me where she said, "Dave, I'm
No,
sorry, I
no,
misquoted you."
not on that specific. After the fact. After the fact, not on that specific video,
She
but
funny. And once so we're gonna try and
after the fact, not
she
but
funny. And once cover up a lie by lying more.
no, I no,
When was it ever said, "Dave, I misquoted you. I'm sorry"?
oh my god, people have said so
What?
much worse to you on this app, Dave. Like for real, and you're gonna
Okay, so we're
you're
gonna
gonna get your
deflect. We're
panties
gonna
in a.
deflect. Okay,
She
go to
said
the
it on your
YouTube.
panel. She just said she said it
You're
on your
reading what the
panel.
fuck she's saying.
Yeah,
Okay,
because
go to the
she said it.
YouTube, go and figure out where the fuck where she said, "I'm sorry, I misquoted you." We're really fucking reaching today.
No, how's anyone
We're
reaching?
really fucking reaching. I'm sorry, I misquoted you. reaching today.
No, how's anyone
We're
reaching?
really fucking reaching.
Like you're just
That's a
getting
damn shame.
you're such a
Can
dick.
I
Swear
can
to
I
God.
ask you why, if I'm somebody like you, why even get involved at all?
Well, I've
Like
always come.
you know and I know the lie was told, right? I posted the video and it was obvious that it was a lie.
Okay, I
Okay?
agree. Okay, I agree with
Okay.
that. I agree with
Okay,
that.
so you agree Daniela lied.
In that specific instant, yeah, she said something that wasn't what it was. Yeah.
Okay.
But then she told you that she messed up and she made a mistake with it. So I don't get it. Why still drag it on?
When did she say this?
She would know things better than I do. But yeah,
But
like
yet
she would know better than I did. But she wouldn't say fuck
Oh, too
off.
funny. Like what? So why, if I'm you, why even get involved? Why even get involved?
Because I
There's
just
so
don't
many.
like this little show that you're doing, getting your panties in a bunch over someone misquoting you when people have said far worse and you don't go after them like that. It makes no sense. Like and that's not me deflecting. That's just
It
me.
is.
No, it's not. It's me making a valid comparison. Like
Well, the
you're
good thing
doing.
is when I start up my live, I get to choose whose neck I get on.
Okay.
Okay?
Well, you're just impossible. It's
Meaning
not.
what?
It's just you're just impossible. Like I don't understand your way of
What
thinking.
don't
It
you
makes no
understand?
sense to me. Because like it seems like you're so hell bent on this one thing, and everything else is just yeah, oh yeah, that's all right, oh, that's okay. Like it's crazy. Like I don't get it. Not that you give a fuck about my opinion, but I'm still gonna come up here and say it. And the reason why
Right.
I'm getting involved is because someone that I care about, I feel like is being targeted unfairly, and I just think at the end of
Unfairly?
the day, yeah,
It,
100%
it,
unfairly. When you
okay,
have like
let
10
me
or
respond to that. Let me respond to that.
yeah.
This person has done nothing but piss off a lot of people. Has fought with people they mostly agree with. All right, you're not going to do that with me. Thank you for the heart. Thank you, Jenny. You're not gonna start that shit with me. And when I tell you for weeks and weeks and weeks, stop the bullshit. Stop hanging out with anti-Semitic cock-sucking fat slobs. Then do it. But once again, I say something, and if you don't want to say, you know what, you're right. It is embarrassing to keep doing it. Then that's fine. Embarrass yourself, and that's what this app has become, is watching people embarrass the fuck out of themselves, just like you have for the last 10 minutes now.
Okay, great. But wait, so for example, if said person was to do or take the advice that you gave them, there wouldn't be an issue, right? So if you're just trying
Why
to
would I
like, I
get on
don't
their
get.
neck?
But exactly, so you just want to control people. Why do you want to control what
Thank
other
you,
people
beautiful.
do? It makes no sense.
No. Once again,
Yes.
if you want to embarrass yourself, embarrass yourself. You're not. I'm not. I'm not gonna sit there and sit with you, go to your live, or have you sit next to me as you embarrass the fuck out of yourself. And it's just not one thing; it's multiple things.
Well, this whole app is hypocrites, and it is what it is at the end of the day. Just do you? I think you should just go back to
Oh, debating what?
debating your topics that you have on the screen.
Well, if you, I don't think you were here for the beginning part, and that's why. Because I feel that if
Mm.
I put up the poster I had up the other night, what that does is it gives more clout to Team No Shame. Because
Well,
wait, hold
they
on one second.
literally.
Hold on one second.
Yeah.
When I end my live, people want to see, oh, what's the response? If I just ignore them and let them die, I don't mean that physically. I just
Mm.
mean that on this app. I give it a couple months, and that person, there, maybe they try out. There was somebody that used to sit here and I used to go to their live, and their lives died out very quickly, and they tried speaking Spanish. They started Spanish speaking lives. So maybe in a couple months, the writing's on the wall, and we try Hebrew speaking lives, and then eventually it's just dead. It's RIP. Okay, not literally, just TikTok wise.
You're such a dick. You think you can
Okay.
kill people's TikTok lives? Like, you think that's all you're doing? You really
Okay.
think you're important, don't you, Dave? Honestly.
No, I'm not. No, that is okay.
No,
Sure.
like in general, like you're like, well,
Well,
someone
how about
that
this?
used to
How
sit
about
with
this?
me.
How about this? Bookmark this conversation. See where we're at 90 days from now. How about
90
that?
days from now, yeah, and
Okay.
I'll come up here and I'll say nah. You know,
What
I
month
told
is 90
you so.
days from now? Don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt yourself.
Shut up.
Like,
Somewhere in like February. I don't know the exact date. You're such a. Oh my god.
just
Okay,
so
you're
you know.
not gonna get me out of character.
No,
It's not
no.
happening.
Answer the question. What is 90 days from now? Why is it
off.
that you have the you don't have the ability to say 30 days from now would be towards the end of January, 60 days end of February, 90 days would be towards the end of March? Like, why do you have the inability to process that question and answer it properly?
Because I'm not a fucking calendar.
That question and answer.
Because I'm not a fucking calendar.
Oh my god. Such, yeah, exactly.
I'm not like
You know, something that also was said at the beginning of this podcast, Juan Lelouch is afraid of somebody by the name of Chain. Do you know Chain?
I've heard his name, yeah.
It's the inbreeding. Yeah, oh no.
The
Okay,
only one that
so
got inbreeded is your mother by a donkey. Piece of
Inbreed
shit,
it.
Godzilla.
Inbreed
Sorry,
is
go on.
okay. Doesn't matter. And somebody said, Dave, do not sit with Chain. And in my mind, the way my mind operates, it's not normal, and I get that. But my natural reaction is somebody fucking share the broadcast to Chain. I must hear from this guy. But my natural reaction is broadcast to Chain. I must hear from this guy.
Of course, because you just okay. That's it. That's always been you though. You've always said this, so it's not like it's anything new. Because you just okay. That's it. You though. You've always said this, so it's not like it's anything new. But if anything happens, then you brought it on yourself, I guess.
Bro was in the chat saying W Bombi with
Yeah,
purple
bro
hearts.
is my bestie on this app.
What?
One of my besties, anyway. He's a good guy.
What a disaster.
Shut your mouth, Dave.
What a fucking disaster. So let's just recap the three people that you have been closest with is Julian, Bro, and Duval.
No, why is even Julian in there? I don't speak to Julian anymore. Ew.
I'm old enough to remember
Oh,
you
of
were
course you
about to
are.
fly to Vegas to meet up with Julian. Your words, not mine. I don't know if you're old enough. Duval, yes, out of that group, you're by far the best out of that group. No doubt about that.
Yep.
Are you
Probably-
old enough to remember that?
I was going through some mental health issues at that time. And that's all I will say on that matter.
Okay, so you're saying because of your mental health issues,
Mm-hmm.
you were gonna fly to meet Julian? And mental health, that's nothing to laugh about, so I'm not laughing
It's
at that
not.
part
Yeah,
of it.
absolutely. Yes.
Just you explaining it that way, that's what I laughed at.
Yeah, I understand, but I'm being honest. Like I was going through it. So, once I finally healed with the work that I done with my therapist, I grew as a person and dropped.
What's the number one thing you
Dropped
learned whenever you went through therapy? What's the number one thing you learned about yourself?
That I can be a hothead. I over communicate.
Over communicate.
Yeah, like I don't like if someone asks me a question, I'll take the very long way of explaining it versus like just answering quick and concise.
So do you think
Question, I'll take the very long way of explaining it quick and concise.
So, do you think you've gotten better at not being a hothead?
Yeah, I think so. I would
And
have like,
why
yeah,
did Free Iran say she's done with your ass?
that's her issue. It's got nothing to do with me.
No,
I don't have an
no,
issue.
no, no, no. That it's your issue. It
Why is
was
it
your
my issue?
issue and how you treated somebody that led to Free Iran saying that. No?
Okay, so it's her issue. She took something the way that she wanted to take it. That's her. Got nothing to do. I'm not responsible for people's feelings. I'm not. I'm only
Do you
responsible
see
for myself.
why people responded the way that they did?
What,
Do
in
you
that
see that?
specific situation or in
Yes, of
general?
course.
In that specific situation, I would say because people don't have the full context of the story. They don't understand that literally a week before, this guy called me a whore for no reason whatsoever.
Lolly said, "Why do so many people
Oh, no one
hate
cares.
you?"
Lolly needs to
Stop.
get back to the nursing home. Like,
Stop.
the nurse hasn't given her medication for a while. She needs to shut the
Stop.
fuck up, old bitch.
But do you see why so many people dislike you?
Dave, I actually kind of like the people that dislike me.
Uh-huh.
It like, I feel like it just it's like a natural filter system for the people that I need to be around and the people that I don't need to be around. So anyone that doesn't like me or anyone that kind of disagrees with me or whatever or calls me names, them. Stay away from me.
But so just yes or no, do you see why you are disliked by some people?
Absolutely. I understand why I
Yes.
would
And you see
intimidate
you got
people.
reported?
That's Lolly, stupid bitch. Okay, I'm gonna drop down.
Okay. Well, that's really not going to help you. But all right, fair enough. Bombi, everybody. It is entertaining to watch Bombi, and Bombi has to walk a fine line because she's afraid.
Assalamu alaikum. From Gaza,
Oh, hell
please.
yeah. Oh, hell
From
yeah.
Gaza, please, please, please.
Stop
From
it.
Gaza,
You're
no
in
food,
Idaho.
no
You're in
water.
Boise,
From Gaza,
Idaho.
please. Please, from Gaza. Wallah, no food, no water.
Wallah.
Please. No food, no water. Please, from Gaza. Water.
She's not in Gaza. She's in Boise, Idaho. Drop. Well, if I would have sold that, I would have kept her up here. And you're back in the queue. I triggered Bombi. Bombi is not that difficult to trigger. That's the good thing about Team No Shame. They're very easy to trigger. Very easy. They're very sensitive. They play like they're very tough, but they're very sensitive over there. If somebody's talking about them, they got to respond. It's entertaining to watch that part as well. But you get a lot of entertainment value out of that group. W Bombi, says Duval. I wonder how Duval would have reacted to the Bombi of a year ago, where she was making people that are pro-Israeli and part of Team Normal cry. How would Duval respond to that? How would Duval respond to Bombi saying she wanted to poison Lolly's dog or whatever the fuck happened with little Scruffy? Poison Lolly's dog or whatever the fuck happened with little Scruffy. Laughing about the 100% Lolly. Laughing about the 100%. Thank you, love. Who knows? So if you heard, okay. So Duval, just simple question. If you heard, and keep in mind, Bombi was hanging out with the most vile group, little Shuku and Sarah, and they at least at the time hanging out with the most vile group, little and Sarah, And they, at least at the time, were super vile. I haven't heard from them much lately. But if you heard Bombi making people cry, okay, that you mostly agree with and are good people, would you still gift her a lion or whatever the fuck you gift her? He's not even sloppy seconds. What's that mean? Are you calling Duval virtual sloppy seconds after Julian? Is that where we're going with that? I do have that is correct. I have a very good memory. And I just bring it up whenever I need it. I'll give you lion I sent twice before. You go, baby. Everyone is someone seconds. That is true, Duval. That's a fair point to say. Lolly definitely is not laughing at the hostages. She asked me a dumb question, so I asked it back. Yeah, I wouldn't get started with Lolly. Lolly's on the good side. Bears won, fuck the Bears. Although they are in complete control of the NFC North. There's no doubt about that. Let him talk. Let him talk. All right. Back here. SMD, where you from? Back here. SMD, where you from? All right. SMD, very good. How about those Broncos? Who do they play? I think they play the Jaguars tomorrow. They should win that game at home. Well, the Steelers play the Lions uh tomorrow today. They are good this year. They really are. www.amars.obsess.gofuckyourself.com. Come to my YouTube. That's what I'm talking about, Yakir. Do you know I have been posting my replays from this app on YouTube for Yakir. Do you know plays from this app on YouTube many a months? And I recently told you guys that I hit 100,000 views. And then whenever I posted that video of the dog barking, okay, on YouTube, you post shorts, it's called. And my YouTube short got, what last time I looked earlier today, it was at like 800,000 views. So I'll hit 1 million views on YouTube, but most of it will be from a 13-second YouTube short. And the fact that most of it will be from a 13-second YouTube short. That I will hit 800,000, 900,000, whatever it is, views on one video right after I got monetized. That's pretty damn good. Off a dumb, it's a 13-second clip. Jenny Lynn saying I deserve it. Oh, good, baby. You gotta let her answer, please. Let her talk. But somebody said about watch time. The interesting thing, whenever you look at the numbers on TikTok versus this app or another app I'm on, my average watch time on TikTok is probably maybe 20 minutes on TikTok Live, depending on the account and what's going on. My average watch time on the other app is exactly 11 seconds. 11 fucking seconds. Why is it 11 seconds? Because they have me pinned on the feature board at the top. So people swipe in, and it's either you love what is going on or you hate it. So over the last 90 days, I have. Hold on, let me look at the screenshot. Over the last 90 days, I have 3.6 million live views, but an 11-second watch time. Why, Margot? So you could fucking watch me for 11 seconds? Yes, Lolly Love.
Oh my gosh, I even cancelled. I just wanted to say hello, and I wanted to ask you, what did you think of America's retaliation in Syria?
I thought it was not covered that much because it happened as the Epstein files were getting released, and that's all the left is focused on. But I trust Trump and the team around him, Hegseth, Rubio. Rubio held a new end of year news conference on Friday, I think it was, and he has gotten so much better at dealing with the media. He is so confident right now,
Yeah, he's
and that
amazing.
that press conference, uh, to me, says he is ready to be president. So Rubio or JD Vance, whoever Trump picks, I will 100%, of course, be behind them.
And did you see Ben Shapiro's? Did you hear Ben Shapiro's speech at what was the Charlie Kirk get together this weekend?
Where he went after Candace Owens.
He went after Candace Owens, and he went after Tucker Carlson, and then Tucker Carlson went after him.
I did not see. The only thing I saw was like a 30-second clip. Didn't know Tucker responded. I don't know if Candace Owens responded, but
Oh, they both did. They both did.
good.
And
And
then
what
Eric,
was Candace? Didn't know Tucker responded. I don't. Good. His response.
that Jews were the ones that caused all the slavery, and we owned all the slaves, and it's because of the Jews.
His response.
That Jews the slavery, and we owned all the slaves, and it's because of the Jews that they were slaves.
Okay.
That was her response. And then Tucker's response was just pathetic. And then
Him laughing.
Erica Cook made a funny joke with the Egyptian Airlines following her. That was also funny. But a
Interesting.
lot of things. And then what do you think of Venezuela and America? What do you think's But
Interesting.
Venezuela and America, what do you think's going to happen there?
I don't know. Trump gave him a deadline, and that deadline has passed. I know they're going to try and take some more oil tankers, and at some point, maybe it's like New Year's Eve or something like that, Maduro, he just flees. That's my prediction. How it ends is at some point him and his family go to Russia or wherever it ends is at some point him and his family go to Russia or wherever they go, and then Trump's gonna have to figure out what happens after that. But whatever Trump, I have great trust in Trump, Rubio, Hegseth, anybody else that's part of this administration, and whatever happens, happens.
No, I agree with you there. I just wanted your input on what you thought of the retaliation with Syria, but I think it's going to be a bigger retaliation, though.
From Venezuela?
From Venezuela, definitely, but also America. I think they're going to go in deep into Syria to try and get rid of more of the ISIS.
I don't see that. I see Trump doing a lot of stuff through the air, nothing on the ground. I think him putting boots on the ground anytime over the next 3 years, regardless of the reason, I would bet that he does not do that. Now, you could say, well, boots are on the ground in regards to the Middle East. Well, yeah, but that's 1,000 troops that are in an office building, essentially.
Yeah, but in Qatar, you've got the biggest army base.
Okay. I don't see him, just
No,
my
and I
prediction,
hope not.
I don't know. I just see him, if he wants to fuck people up, he will do it through the air, and that's it.
Someone who was just saying the only reason is because he wants the oil.
I think any Republican that says that the oil has nothing to do with it, no, be honest, it does have a lot to do with it. And Trump is on record as saying that. Trump is the most transparent president in this country's history. He does not hide shit. So it is what it is. But Lolly, I love you. I
I
appreciate
love
you.
you. I just wanted to ask you that. Okay,
I appreciate you, love.
bye.
Lolly, everybody. All right, I'm done with this live. I'm going to focus on whatever nonsense is going on over here. Follow me on YouTube. And that's that. All right, so I might come back here. Who knows? But we'll see. Let's see what's going on. And that's that. Back here. Who knows? But we'll see. Let's see what's going on.